everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Fitzgerald's Cardinals going up against Hopkinson's Texans. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And we say hi again, one and all. Brandon Gaudin here as we count you down to kickoff. And I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And, Charles, I know even a former defensive back like you can admire some of the receivers in the game today. And Larry showed us a couple that are very likely to stand out in this one.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to admit that I actually admire receivers. But with their acrobatics, with their speed, with their moxie, and the way they go up and get the football, they can change the outcome of a game in an instant.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Williams to return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So we're getting ready to see Arizona on offense. Carson Palmer helped them beat the Niners in overtime in Week 4, but back in Week 3, the Monday night loss, the Cowboys threw his 100th touchdown pass in that Cardinal uniform, and he had already done that as a Bengal.
Really elevated his game. After Week 1, his head coach Bruce Arians said that he needed to play better, and Carson Palmer's taken that to heart, moving the ball around. Plus, he's had to throw it a lot, though. The injury to David Johnson has changed what they've had to do on offense, so he now leads the league in most passes attempted. I'm not sure he's wanted to do that, but he's doing it pretty well lately.
This is Kerwin Williams, his first carry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
I could go on and on about Larry Fitzgerald and his numbers, which are considerable, and everyone knows that. But the thing I keep coming back to, he never quits seeking knowledge. Every year, he works with former NFL players who were great wide receivers in order to improve his game, watches a ton of film, always curious, always finding a way to adapt and improve his game.
They run it again with Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
One way to get recognition, partner, make some big plays. Bernardrick McKinney was the only player in the NFL last year with at least 100 tackles and 5 or more sacks. It's a big, long linebacker in the middle, but boy, does he have the ability to bend and make plays.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. He gets it to Brown. Complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 0-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. This is Chris Johnson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still third down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Out of the gun, Palmer. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Andy Lee, 3-time All-Pro on to punt. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Houston Texans taking the field, and Deshaun Watson in this offense coming off a huge game. The performance against Tennessee, boy, were they electric.
To put it mildly, what did he put up, 57 points?
57 points.
That's absolutely phenomenal, but he's showing exactly why many of us, including myself, thought he was the #1 college quarterback coming out last year. When you look at his calm, his pocket presence, his ability to elevate his game when the lights are the biggest, very nearly 3-0 as a starter. And how about that? Only the 5th time in NFL history a rookie quarterback has led his team to 50 or more points in a game.
Let's go!
Watson on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down, it's Watson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Here's Watson now on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Bruce Ellington from 6 yards away. And the Texans are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Texans and the Cardinals are not doing much on the ground, and it's easy to see why that would play into this low-scoring game. We'll have to see if either team gets it going on the ground in the second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. We go to the second. Watson's gonna find his mark, and he'll end up at the 25-yard line before being tackled. Texans now later on the drive. Buchanan's got the sack here. This will go as a loss of 10. Texans now later on the drive. Watson's gonna find his mark, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead.
Okay, Larry, back here, 7-0 our score as we ready ourselves for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second half begins with a run from Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but The defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
I got 15. I got 15. Let's go.
Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Let's go.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Come on, let's go.
Watson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And Watson's going to throw it here. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller from 8 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. First and 10, it's Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Palmer to throw on second down. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Palmer cool under pressure as he rallies his guys to the line of scrimmage. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Play action. It's Palmer. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles. Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one. They're down to none? Yes, exactly right. And now out comes Houston. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home. No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee,
and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.